This is shit. Lord, this is a football.
Break me down, reel me up again. You're like, oh, we need you back so we can kill you again. You know, it's like this thing, this love.
Hip-hop fans are accustomed to artist rivalries, which frequently lead to rumors and conjecture. With tensions between two industry titans, Jay-Z and 50 Cent, recently increasing, fans are now closely monitoring their every action, shining a spotlight on their ongoing conflict.
You really are the best. You're proving it here today. As much as I'm proving it, you proved it. You proved it. Yeah, that wasn't the thing. It wasn't, people say that. He lost $50 million. No, that's not even close to what happened to this dude. And until you understand what happened to the dude, you don't understand what happened. Like, no, not they offered him $50 million and he turned it down. Who's gonna turn down $50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say I'm so rich.
It all began when 50 Cent, in a recent interview, took a pointed swipe at Jay-Z while considering his own ascent to popularity and the value of connections in the business. With audacity, 50 Cent asserted that Jay-Z's success was primarily due to his relationship with Beyoncé. He said that after the two started dating, they began to receive awards, even hinting that their kids appeared to win Grammys, even though they weren't actively involved in the music business.
I mean, right, saying that she knew someone that went through Jimmy Hitchman proffer agreement for a drug case. And the proffer agreement revealed that Jimmy Hitchman, he could have walked away if he would have given up Diddy. What you mean by that?
Well, what happened is that they had 9 different sessions with Jimmy Hitchman regarding this proffer agreement. So that means the feds went in there 9 different times to talk to him. And in those sessions, they asked him, what do you know about Sean Puffy Combs or Sean Diddy Combs? I don't think it was Puffy at the time. It wasn't Diddy at the time. But what do you know about Sean John Puffy Combs having sex with underage boys? And you got to realize that people never think about this. That Jimmy and his brother, I think they had the same charges. But his brother walked away from that, and Jimmy gets life without the possibility of parole like that. Which is crazy. For any drug charge. Nobody should spend their life in jail for drug charges. And just drug charges. But I think they try to tie him to some murders or something like that. I don't know that to be for sure. But he shouldn't spend his life in jail for no drug charges. Not at all. So, but they was gonna let him walk. If he probably had to for that proffer agreement, they probably let him walk. If he had any information regarding Puff having sex with underage boy, that the feds asked him in 2011. In 2011, brother. So what did the feds know? Because the feds not coming there unless somebody made a report or somebody made some allegations against Puff in 2011 to ask a friend of his, Jimmy Hitchman, what do you know about that? But for them to ask him about that, it had to be more than a rumor. Somebody made a complaint somewhere. And the feds got hold to that complaint. Now they're going to investigate that complaint when they get people under the barrel. Like they had Jimmy Hitchman. That's why they asked him.
If he did know information, right, why you think he didn't tell?
Then they would ask, how do you know? And then it comes into play, whereas that if you know of anybody that's in danger in the welfare of a child, and you see that, and you don't report it, you're just as guilty as the person who does it.
Although some could write off 50 Cent's comments as simple trolling, there seems to be more animosity between the two of them despite Jay-Z's enormous fame and money. 50 Cent has a lengthy history of making fun of him. He even related an embarrassing moment when Jay-Z made a joke behind his back at the American Music Awards. Fans of 50 Cent have conjectured about the true motivations behind his relentless jabs, wondering whether anything more intimate has touched a nerve.
First and foremost, I just want to say, I know a lot of people want to hear these stories and everything like this, because this is stuff that happened back in the day. And then maybe that if they knew there was going to ever be a YouTube, or if they knew there was going to ever be social media, a lot of the stuff probably wouldn't have got played out like it did. But things happen, and these are just stories from the past. I would like to use that as what you call that, just to clear the facts up what's going on. But it all started, we was in Atlanta. And this story starts when I'm with Puff, and he's in the exotic bookstores and he's doing shopping. Right, he's shopping, getting his stuff and everything like that. So, you know, this is the first time I was ever in the exotic bookstore with Puff. So, you know, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that. Because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, you know, he got to go put it on the counter and, you know, show everybody what he's getting. So as he going, I'm just looking at the places where he picking stuff from. So there's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked like quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. And when I went by there, I looked up there and it said butt plugs. And I was like, hey yo, I was messing with him. Because people don't understand, you know, we was like friends. He was a part of the same gang, so I'm still gonna tease him. I'm still gonna mess with him and everything like that. I could do that. It wasn't just no security thing. So I said, yo, what are you getting this for? And it said butt plugs, and he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you can do it by yourself, brother. And he started walking and everything like that. When he got I just waited at the counter. When he got to the counter, he didn't even have to show the guy nothing. He just gave the guy a wad of money. I mean, like, he gave the guy a stack, something like this. And Puff wasn't the dude that carried no 20s and no 50s and nothing like that. And I mean, like, he just said, boom. And we walked out the store. So we had to leave Atlanta and go to North Carolina for a show. You understand? And it was him, this rapper, Sarah, and this other girl. They all got on a Jeep.
Even though Jay-Z's ascent to the top is unquestionably amazing, his fallout with former business partner and buddy Dame Dash is still one of the most contentious episodes in his career. Their breakup sent shockwaves across the industry, raising doubts about Jay-Z's commitment and honesty. His readiness to sever relationships in order to achieve greater success raises moral questions regarding the competitive nature of the entertainment industry.
G5 jet, and we flew to G4 jet, and we flew to North Carolina. So later on that, I think that afternoon, same day, this rapper and him, they all in the room together. You know, Sarah, the girl, Puff, and this dude, this rapper. So I'm here at the door and stuff like that. Like, yeah. So then, next thing you know, somebody rang the doorbell. We had the presidential suite where we was at. So I opened the door, and The dude said, yo, I'm here for my cousin. I said, who your cousin? He said, Ja Rule. I said, well, he busy right now. He said, you busy doing what? I said, he with Puff. They're in the room, they busy, they don't want to be bothered. He said, well, I'm going in there. I said, bro, you ain't going in there because he told me they don't want nobody to be bothering him. He was like, yo, I don't care, man. I'm going in there. That booth like that. I said, yo, bro, Jesus Christ had to come down here and take the air out of my body before you get in that room right there. Watch. He tried to bum rush me. I grabbed him and threw him against the piano. When I threw him into the piano, Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbed his towel, but they bumped him naked. And so then Ja was like, yo, what's going on? Yo, G, that's my cousin. He know me well. And Puff was like, yo, G, what happened? I said, he tried to get in the room. I told him he couldn't get in the room. He was like, Puff looked at Ja. He said, yo, Ja said, you didn't want to go in that room. There was a lot of freaking going on. So I was like, oh, he said it was a lot of freaking going on. So that was basically that story, man. You know what I'm saying? They went back in the room, dude felt a certain kind of way, and he left out. So I seen him at the concert the next day, and they tried to, form up against me. And my man Frank was like, I told my man Frank, I was like, yo, Frank, put yourself in that position. Somebody trying to get in the room, and Ja told you don't let nobody get in the room. What would you do? Now, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, man, but I ain't taking no losses. Yeah, yo, you good, and that was it. Bro, when Ja said, you don't want to come up in there, a lot of freaky stuff is going on. You got to use your mind. What they was doing with those butt plugs. That was crazy.
That was absurd. Beyond his disagreement with 50 Cent, despite his undeniable talent and influence, Jay-Z has come under fire for his associations. His partnerships with controversial people like R. Kelly have sparked backlash, with some accusing him of sacrificing integrity for personal gain. However, Jay-Z's supporters contend that his success has been driven by his business acumen and strategic decisions rather than luck or convenience.
Anything with Tupac or no? Did you ever?
No, I saw him right before he passed. Yeah, that's crazy. Never worked with him though.
What did Tupac do? He did gang-related poetic justice. He did Jews. And he did a couple other. He did a basketball.
Did something with Jim Belushi. Remember he did the one thing?
Yeah. What did he do? Can you, Above the Ram, poetic justice with Janet Jackson, which I thought was great.
Bullet, I think.
Oh yeah, gang-related album soundtrack was actually good. I don't know if you've listened to the gang-related soundtrack.
Not in a minute.
Yeah, it was a really, really good soundtrack. Cuba, with all this stuff that's coming up with Diddy and you're on one end, 50 Cent is calling out Diddy and here's what he's doing and all this stuff, and they got their back and forth.
Yeah.
I got Suge on here.
Look at this example. Look what happened.
Yeah. And I got Suge on here. Exactly. No question about it. What do you think's going on with all the stuff with Diddy, with Little Rod, with, all the stories that everybody's hearing about?
You mean in terms of what?
I mean, being raiding his house being raided.
I mean, that's crazy. That's the craziest thing I'd ever. And then, hey, how about me? I wake up in the morning, I turn the station on, Actor Cuba Gooding Jr. I was like, excuse me, pull me into this. I think whatever he's dealing with, he's on his journey, man. I think that God has got him on a path where I can't imagine that he's stupid enough to do whatever he's doing and keep it on his premises. I think that the raid and all of that stuff, only time will tell who was involved, who had been a frequent guest in these places and areas. It's funny because my lawyers said, every outlet in the world wants to talk to you. And again, I'm not defining myself from some headline in the press. So I stay quiet. And it's so funny. So I'll tell you a little story about who my girlfriend is. She gave Robert De Niro 3 grandkids. Her name is Claudine De Niro. She married his son, Raphael. We separated. We've been together for a while. But she, at one point, ran Naomi Campbell's publicity. She, at one point, ran P. Diddy's publicity, right when he started doing the white party thing. He had just gotten freed from indictment, found not guilty. Did he? And he said to her, I'm going to die running with these niggas, man. I need you to help me with the white folks and the switch. And so she helped change, cultivate his new image. So they had a friendship for years. But I had never met him till probably 2019-20, just casually, Claudine and I.
Fans are left wondering what will happen to these two titans of the music industry, 50 Cent and Jay-Z, as their feud appears to be intensifying due to a combination of personal hatred and business rivalry.
And since that night when the guy with this picture that says that I had my shoulder on it and all this stuff, making it look sordid. Well, that picture, everyone in the room, was probably 300 of us on the deck of P. Diddy's, I'm gonna show you, on P. Diddy's boat, New Year's Eve. I went from one ship, Happy New Year, so I hung out with Tyson, and next ship, there's Drake. This ship had P. Diddy. He had his guy, his videographer, they're listening to music. And he says, hey, Q, listen, you wanna hear P. Diddy's new song? I said, yeah, sure. Sit down next to him. They didn't use this angle, which to me makes me laugh, because I go, oh, I get it. You made it look the way you wanted it to look. But yeah, you hold it. You know how you hold it and it does the thing where, can you hear all the people? If you tap it or something, it's a live picture. You see what I mean? It's like, here we are just listening to music. Finished, took the thing off, said whatever it said to him, left. That was it. But this guy who's suing him went after the money, man. I'm sure. And by the way, I don't know P. Diddy's life. I don't know what he's going through. I don't know what the police are going to find on all of that.
Were you guys close? Were you guys friends, or?
We were acquaintances, just like I just showed you. 2-3 times I've seen him, so it's...
Oh, so Diddy, you've only seen him 2 or 3 times.
That's what I'm saying! That's what I'm saying!
So why would they include you all of a sudden in some way?
I think because of the darkness of the other grab of the cases that I already had went through.
Right. A lot of that stuff is 18 though, 19, right? Those are from 5-6 years ago.
That's
cases. Yeah. And that was that at the peak of the Me Too movement, or was that pre-Me Too movement?
No, that's right. That's right when it kicked off. Yeah,
right.
It was crazy.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Diddy.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. But I did not know that you guys only hung out 2 or 3 times.
That's it, man.
And 50 was with you for your 56th birthday. I think you guys were hanging out together
in
Miami.
Yeah, because we were in St. Bart's on that boat, but then in Miami, which is where I run around. Of course. I ran into 50, and he was promoting his champagne. I've seen Drake 100 times around town. He loves Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50.
I'm big with the rappers.
How do you feel about 50? How's 50 like?
It's so funny. I got a call from 50 who reached out to me and said, we got to uplift our black entertainers and let's work together. I said, great. So we'll see. I try not to voice any of my opinion when it comes to the rap song, because just like everybody else, I'm into that music, man.
Are you following the Lamar and Drake thing?
No, I just heard about that.
Yeah, you got it. I mean, that's like a whole...
Somebody just got shot today outside of Drake's house.
I heard.
So, I mean, it's like drive-by shooting in a gated community. I mean, that sounds a little crazy.
Yeah, Drake's security guard seriously injured in shooting at Toronto's mansion. Guard was shot inside Drake's home.
Particularly captivating to fans is 50 Cent's attacks on Jay-Z's reputation and morality that never stop, ranging from calling into question the validity of his awards to claiming he dumped past partners. Although some see 50 Cent's criticisms of Jay's as just provocative, others think they shed light on more serious problems facing the industry. Regardless, 50 Cent has not refrained from criticizing Jay's, keeping his attacks incisive and unforgiving.
I say to them, just like I said to Tupac when I saw him in the lobby of that hotel in Chicago, he said, hey man, help me, man, give me some advice. I said, hey man, just remember your artistry first. I know you get caught up in all this madness, but you're an artist now. He said, thanks, Q. He hugged me and he went off.
How old was he at the time?
Well, 2-3 weeks later, he was gone.
Oh, no shit.
I saw him, and here's the second time I saw Tupac. This is a true story. I don't like the whole conspiracy thing. But that day, He was in a convertible, like Rolls Royce. He was at the stop sign. And I was on a hockey tournament, so I was in Vegas as well, playing hockey. And Tyson had his fight. And I jumped out of the car and I ran up to his car. Pac, it's Q! And all 3 cars, all these cars, boom, 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 with the guns. No, that's Q good, man. Hey, that's Q good. I go, oh, sorry, man. He goes, you good? I go, I'm good. I'm sorry, guys. I got in the car. So that happens that day when the sun's out, and at night they get shot. There's no cops around. That's a true story. I was involved.
Wow. So in the morning, a few hours later, he's gone.
Yeah. Yes. And so where were all of those undercover cops that pulled the guns on me when I tried to approach him sitting in his car convertible?
What are you saying?
I'm just saying it's weird that they were going to blow me away, and I'm Academy Award. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because that's 96. So
Yeah.
at 96, you're like everywhere.
Man.
Yeah, you're the man of
Like,
this.
you don't care getting laid back up.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
By the way, what did he pay you for Jerry Maguire? I forgot to ask you earlier. Was that your big payday?
No, yeah, at that point, 600 grand.
What's the biggest you made for a movie?
Oh, Snow Dog. You know, I can't talk hell about Snow Dogs. Oh, that was a good year. Oh, that's 1-2 hit, baby. 13 million total that year.
Wow,
I made a lot
get
of
out of
money,
here.
man.
Good
Oh,
for
yeah.
you.
You know that money's gone.
Good.
You know, I already spent that money.
Really?
Yeah, $13 million.
I understand.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you made some good investments.
I made some investments, yeah, but yeah, that money.
Hey, final.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right